Now to use this location in the rest of the app, we can go back to placeStart and comment this parameter and this property back in. And then with that go to our user places provider where we create such a place. And here we now of course need to get that location. The location type should be place location. So our custom type based on our custom class. And I'll name it location here. And with that, we can then set this location to that location we're getting here as a parameter. But with that added, we of course have to make sure that in add place, we get that location and we then pass that to add place from our provider. And for that, I want to use the same approach as for the image. I'll add a new property here, which is of type place location, and I add a question mark because it may be null. And I'll name it _selected location. Now this should be set whenever a new location is selected in the location input. Now of course, as before, for the image input, to make the parent widget aware of the fact that a new location has been picked, I'll add a new property here to my location input widget. And this will be of type function, and it will be a function that receives a location which will be of type place location. And I'll name it onSelectLocation. This is my property name. Of course, an equally named parameter should be accepted and set as a value to this property, like this. And now inside of the state class, we can use this widget property and the function that's stored in it after getting our location to call widget onSelectLocation and forward that picked location which we're setting here. And here we know that it won't be null because we are creating it right here. So it won't be null here. With that, we're forwarding that location. And in add placeStart, we now should add a new function to here on location input, the onSelectLocation function in the end. And here we'll get our location, of course, automatically provided by the location input widget in the end. And it should also be stored like selected image in a variable in this class here. So in this selected location variable here, to be precise. And therefore here in onSelectLocation, we can and should set selected location equal to this location. And now it's this selected location that will be used here when we call add place on the provider notifier, which we'll use as a value for that location here. And here I also add the exclamation mark to make it very clear that here this won't be null. And of course, to be certain that it won't be null, I'll add some validation here and return if selected location should be equal to null.